It was days just saving my life. I had lost so much blood and it was such a serious traumatic injury.
Before I was diagnosed, I was pretty active. I was in high school, just starting senior year. I was into hockey, that was kind of my life, and I was actually trying to do bodybuilding too.
The doctors initially said that it was a bone spur. So they went to remove the bone spur and it turned out to be a tumor.
I was 17 and on April 20th is when Columbine happened, and I was in the library. During that lunch hour, the one shooter shot me with a 12-gauge sawed-off shotgun from behind, and it shattered my whole shoulder, my hand, and went straight across my neck. I pretended to be dead because he was yelling at me, and he moved on from me.
When I realized that there was a big possibility of losing my leg, it was pretty scary.
I have unfortunately relapsed multiple times. I've been re-diagnosed 6 different times, 5 times in my lungs and once in my leg. So I'd have my leg amputated 2 years ago, and I've had 5 different lung surgeries. And so it's kind of been a routine that I've fallen into with cancer.
Before the ambulance picked me up, I asked an off-duty nurse that was helping me, I asked her, am I gonna lose my arm? And she couldn't tell me no. She said, you will be going into surgery. And that's all she could tell me. I didn't know. One. Blast off!
Limb Preservation Foundation has been with me since day 1 of my diagnosis.
About a week later, Dr. Wilkins tried using an allograft to repair the damage, and it worked. An allograft is a donated bone that was used to replace the bone in my arm that was shattered.
I had met all the doctors and they gave me confidence that everything was going to be okay. But the hardest part was seeing my parents' reaction.
The team of doctors I've had throughout this entire process have been amazing. Dr. Hugate, Dr. Kelly, Dr. Zimbelman, Dr. Wilkins, Dr. Clark, oncologists and surgeons, they've been world class. And I'm here today as a result of their incredible hard work that they've put in.
Dr. Wilkins is my miracle carpenter. He works for the Denver Clinic for Extremities at Risk. His work and his research and everybody involved on the research team is really what made my allograft successful.
We're just now understanding some of the biology of bone healing, stem cells, all of these things that are so important. Instead of being carpenters, we're turning into gardeners and understanding the biologic control of cancer and of bone healing and limb healing. That's really the future.
One medicine, one cancer, and one cure really embodies the spirit of the relationship between the Limb Preservation Foundation and the Animal Cancer Center.
To be able to learn from those animals and have a direct beneficial effect on kids and adults with the same problem, and vice versa. I mean, it's just such a great partnership, and it is unique.
By the partnership, we've really been able to advance new treatments in both worlds, both the animal world and in the human world. And that's been through really the funding of research as well as the vision to develop a university chair position. That person will be uniquely tasked with using research that's developed both here and elsewhere in the world at forwarding treatments for people and for animals that have limbs at risk from cancer or infection.
And it became evident that the patients not only needed clinical care, but they needed support. And that can be in the form of simple things like food, money for transportation. We give out scholarships for students that have had limbs at risk.
The process of transitioning into life as an amputee hasn't been that bad. I've had such a great team around me that it's really made it a smooth transition.
I am on the Patient Assistance Committee, so we work to assist people who are in limb-threatening situations, whether it be from trauma or infection or cancer, and just try to walk alongside them and help them get through these life-changing and situations.
During treatment, they did give me, or my family, some gas cards, which helped because I live in the Springs and it's a 90-mile drive up there and 90 miles back, and I was up here almost every day. So that helped out a lot.
When I was trying to go to school but I didn't have the money because of cancer, they gave me a scholarship. When I'm struggling to pay rent because I have huge medical bills, they help pay my rent. When, you know, I need help with my medical bills, they help with that. So they have assisted me through all of the unseen challenges that go along with having cancer.
They're still helping me now. They're paying for my school.
It's allowed me to follow my dreams. It's allowed me to pursue the things that I want to do and to live my life on my terms.
I would hope that there are no people that have to undergo an unnecessary amputation. I would hope that with education we prevent, a lot of traumatic amputations, accidental amputations. I would hope that people don't have to go through the ravages of the treatment that we have now, that we can make it better, less toxic, less severe, and that we can improve the surgical end of things. It's a great journey, but we've got a lot more to do.
During my treatment, it actually gave me a little extra drive because I knew that I was going to be able to walk down the street on both my own legs. My life wasn't going to be over. It may have changed, but not over.
I have just had back-to-back clean scans for the first time ever, actually. So to have clean scans while I've been off treatment, that's big time.
I don't think I'd be able to be here right now if they weren't here. Family usually ties you to a certain place, but I feel like I should stay close here because I know I can always go to them for some help if I need it down the road.
You're not alone when dealing with these problems. You're not alone in your cancer.
Life isn't over. There's ways to cope and there's ways to be encouraged and find hope, and I hope that we are doing that as a foundation.